So we got part two of the video yesterday, dog. It's crazy because my mother came in and she was, bro, it's crazy. I'm gonna get into that, dog. I'm gonna get into that because I didn't take that out the video. If you didn't watch that, go watch that part one because I didn't took it out just for a simple reason. I wanted you to understand is one thing. I'm gonna talk to myself because I always feel like I get in my mode when I talk to myself. You gotta be able to talk to yourself. Dog, it's just you. It's just you. I know it's you. I know it's you. I see you. But so I'm gonna talk about the shadow. Somebody asked me to talk about that. I definitely will, right? Well, let me say this. If you watched the end of that video yesterday, dog, you seen my mother come in. She said, I was going to do my physical for something I got at GA. And I got that done, right? But it's crazy because she had said something that she been saying for a long time. And it was her assumptions that somebody was talking about her. Now listen, dog, I had to master my emotional state just from stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? I understand I wasn't talking about my mother, right? But that stems from her as a young child. I don't know if her getting picked at school or what, but I'm gonna just be honest. That's where that comes from. She never changed that thought. She never did that work. So I feel like her assumptions is that people are talking about her, and I can't change that. That's only something she can change, and I'm gonna get on to that. Uh, but I hope you're doing good today, dog. This is the part two of my journey, right? Now, when I speak on this, once again, dog, I've relapsed many times in between these last 4 years, but I still been on a journey, dog. Even when I've been in two relationships, practice semen retention through both of them. To this day, both of them shorties know I was on semen retention. Did they respect it? That was probably the first time they knew about it. One of the shorties, her father was actually practicing it, but the other shorty, she never heard of it. I put on to that. But I'm gonna get into this first topic of your assumptions because of that last how the last video ended, right? Your assumptions rule your whole world. This ties into semen retention because what's going on down there is always gonna amplify everything that I'm talking about. Everything that you see somebody speak out of their mouth, bro. I'ma just be honest. It's triggered by that down there. If you don't got that control, you can't even talk right, dog. You can't even communicate right. Like, it's crazy how much power that down there got with this and everything around you. If you vibrating wrong down there, you're gonna be vibrating wrong out here. Your assumption's gonna be wrong. Meaning this, bro, if you just beat your meat not 10 times in a row, 2 times in a row, right? You get out here in this world, you go talk to somebody, your assumptions is wrong on them because you just done something dirty. So if you was in your right state of mind, if you was thinking purely, you wouldn't assume that type of stuff. You wouldn't assume. I'm gonna give you an example. A lot of these girls, or not even a lot of these girls, I'm gonna say this. From my own experience, I've seen motherfuckers move a specific type of way, and this don't really have to do nothing with a lower self, right? Maybe it does. I would say it does, because if you are not stable down there, your whole world gonna be ruined. So I'm pretty sure all of these people, the people that I'm speaking about, they didn't have that down pat. They was probably lay wasting seed. And these are women I'm about to speak about. And I'm saying, bro, I've seen these women uh say things like, man, look at that woman, it's like cause they not right, cause they not taking care of their cat. So they can saying another woman fish pussy stank. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest, dog. And I ain't gonna say who. Because I feel like it's only for me to know. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, that down there controls your assumptions and everything. And I'm just gonna say this, man. You need to, uh, you haven't done research on a lot of assumptions. You should, because that is something that rules your world, bro. Your assumptions, and that just goes to show you, like I said, my mother, she came in yesterday and said that, bro. It's like, dang, she ain't never changed her assumptions on life. Like nobody talking about you, mom. I'm making a video on semen retention, and you seen how that almost got me out of my emotional state. I kind of responded with emotion, but I'm happy that I looked at that on video because I'm like, at this point, dog, I gotta kind of look at her like, like a grown up look at a child sometime. Like, bro, don't respond to that kid. Don't have understanding. She don't have understanding, and that's facts. You seen it on video. Okay, enough of that, right? Well, let me get into the shadow. So, bro, I had to really go through some dark things within myself on seeing retention, dog. I had to go within myself. I had to see, bro, old things that came, like that happened to me in the past came up, and it never phased me because I'm a strong soul, bro. I feel like I've always alchemized different things, and we all do this naturally. You know, some people they black out to certain things, they numb to it, but that is causing trauma within you. You can ignore it. You can try to ignore things that has happened to you, but you cannot grow with it. You can't grow into your full, purely developed self that you want to be if you are, numb to things because it has made you, right? So you have to learn how to deal with that, and how you deal with your shadow is it's almost like you have to understand you can never get rid of that part of yourself, whatever it was. If you got touched, if something happened to you, um, I ain't gonna lie, but I niggas struggle with their sexuality, dog. And I'm gonna just put that out there because things has happened to them. So they scared of that part of themselves. A lot of girls that got molested as kids, a lot of shit that happened. A lot of people have seen things, and I know this just for the simple fact I have dealt with different people, and they have. I can look at them and tell that they've dealt with certain things. I can tell that they. I've tried to mentor them, and it was every time it was that trauma part. And I understand even with me, bro, that was the biggest thing for me. Damn, I ended up locking eyes on the camera. It's crazy. But I'm just gonna say this: like everybody got that. Everybody has that because you get into this world, and everybody has that trauma. Let me not skip parts so you can really follow me. I'm really working on you following me up. You feel me? Everybody got trauma that they've dealt with, so it's important to understand that that is your greatest. That's gonna be your greatest pusher in life, even if you don't have trauma. Whatever happens to you, you have to have some type of defining moment that has happened to you, kind of looked over. It could be death or whatever, right? And death ain't a real thing. I'm just gonna tell you that we all got a soul, right? So you don't gotta fear that. But I'm saying we all got something that we have dealt with. And what I'm saying is the semen retention gonna bring that out. So you want to talk about the shadow, dog. What I'll tell you is your shadow gonna be your best friend on semen retention. I'm gonna just have to be honest. It's gonna help you understand. And I'm gonna just tell you this: if you already practicing this, I'm gonna tell you, don't be scared of your shadow, dog. Understand that that is a part of you. I be in a gym, dog. Right? I ain't even really hit it this morning. I just went and got a smoothie, took my supplements. I hit a little bit, but I'm like, bro, at this point, I'm just trying to touch my body up because of things that I got coming. But I can't really speak about it. But your shadow is always gonna be there. And it's important that you just become friends with it, right? Understand it. Understand that's a part of you. Understand that you are not the only one that has half a shadow. Just because everybody else not talking about it, they got it. And I'm gonna tell you this: everybody expresses that shadow through art, weightlifting. You could see a girl who likes to sing. I promise you, she's probably combining that shadow energy with that singing, creation, art type stuff. Me, I be in the gym. I use my shadow to get big. You can feel it on me, right? Because I had to go through the darkness. So I come out with my eyes. You see, that's my energy. With it, don't be scared of your shadow. You gotta embrace it and understand, dog, that that's kind of like yo, you feel what I'm saying? That's your. So don't be scared of it, bro. You want me to talk about the shadow? I'm gonna be honest, but I will say that you can't beat your shadow. Your shadow is always gonna be there, and it's like you can't beat a demon, right? You can't go in it. You can't fight that. You can't ever get rid of it. You can't go in the darkness and start trying to swing. You can't beat the darkness. The darkness is darkness. You can only embrace it, right? I'm gonna give you a good example. Killing is not bad, but if somebody come in your house, you gonna get it wrong, right? Is it? Did you use? It's all about that dark energy. What? How did you use that dark energy? Are you using that dark energy to do wrong in the world, or are you using it to thrive? Because you need that to kind of push through. It's that edge on you. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta have that edge about you. You see what I'm saying? That's what the shadow is. So semen retention and shadow, semen retention gonna bring that out because you holding your seed is bringing all of your sexual energy up. And if you don't know how to channel that, I will say this: you got to learn how to channel that energy via meditation, via um, transmuting, focusing on some type of artwork, putting all of that focus towards that. Because if you on porn, bro, you scrolling, your attention is focused on that. So you have to kind of strip that away and plug in something else for you to focus on for a long amount of time. And that's kind of what I've realized about semen retention. You feel what I'm saying? It gives you laser focus. If you wasting all the time, bro, you're not gonna have focus, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you getting dopamine shots. I mean, most 9 times out of 10, you beat your meat to porn, your dopamine is hooked on that. So you're not getting these dopamine shots from doing good work. So I'm saying instant gratification. That's a whole nother topic, dog. But back to what I was saying about yesterday. I'm trying to figure out where I was at, man. Bro, I don't even know because my mother came in and said that, and like I said, bro, I had to put that in there so you can see the real. I'm not gonna cut out none of that, bro. But I would say, man, for this video, I think the biggest, like I said, the biggest. I don't even think I said this last video, but the biggest thing I want to tell you is, man, semen retention is a lifestyle, right? Don't focus on semen retention. You could do research on it. You can go out here and, kind of walk with a certain type of confidence because you own it. But let me tell you, man, you gotta stay down. You can't get up. This journey gonna make you want to feel like you up, but like every time you get too high up, it makes you comfortable, bro. You gotta stay in this grunge type energy. Stay at the bottom, meaning this. Like, let's say you start working out, you get big. Don't stop. Don't lose that drive that got you there. You have to keep that drive that got you wherever you're trying to get to. And that's everything. Like, don't, when you at the bottom, it's kind of like being grateful, right? When you at the bottom, you being grateful as hell for every little small thing. And then when you get the thing, you start being ungrateful. You cannot do that, especially on semen retention. Like, it's a reason why you relapse, bro. And the reason why you relapse is because you get stuck in a loop. I got stuck in the loop on semen retention, bro. I kept relapsing, getting on it, relapsing. I didn't understand this information. And what I understand now is you have to become non-negotiable. Do not focus on semen retention. Focus on becoming the man. That's what it was. Focus on becoming the man. John Mark said this. Shout out John Mark. He said, it's not that people don't know how to wake up at 2 o'clock. Everybody know how, meaning nobody knows how to get a Lamborghini. I mean, obviously, any type of sports car, you know that you got to get money to do it, but who do you have to become? You don't know how to do it. And I feel like it's so small. Like, you shouldn't focus on the big shit in life, right? That's a good direction to say, okay, I want this, right? But you need to focus on becoming the man that can do it, because once you become the man that does this, right? Meaning, if you say, like, for instance, I'm gonna give you a good example, right? When there's a bunch of, like, I had to walk this last year. I didn't have a car. I had said, because I tried to get a car, man, I got my credit right and everything. When I'm walking, dog, I say, dog, forget all of these cars. I became so obsessed with a car. I say, man, I literally said this on One True Talk. I say, fuck the car. The universe responds to me. Catch up to me. I didn't became the person. The world responds to you, not the other way around. Everything in this world is already created. This phone, everything is already here. So the only thing that you can change is you. And once you do that, the world mirrors you, bro. If I look at the mirror right now and I say, damn, dog, I want to, let's say I want to twist this right here, right? I'm not going to go to the mirror and twist it, right? I'm going to come here first, twist my hair. Now I got the twist. That's exactly how your world is. If you don't like how people are acting around you, they're mirroring you. I'm going to tell you that now. Nobody on this earth has jurisdiction over you except you. You can't go to the screen of space and try to change people. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. This is an illusion. Everything is within you, pushed out. Okay? Everything is within you, pushed out. Understand that. right? And this is what I didn't know on semen retention first, dog. But it took me 4 years to understand it. And I just say this, being on this journey, bro, that's what's so rewarding. You get knowledge that other people don't have. I feel like people that don't even practice semen retention, they don't understand this because their level of awareness is not high enough to understand this. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Semen retention is so amazing because first of all, I'm gonna just say this, right? I can say why it's amazing all day. I can give you them all day. I can keep telling you, bro. But I'm gonna just give you this. You look at a bug, bro. A bug don't. I mean, they don't got the imagination that a human have, bro. So as a human, you have imagination, which is amazing, right? You have kind of control. You can kind of control your level of awareness, and that's how you attract things. That's the law of attraction. You can only control your level of awareness, and that can only attract things. You can't go just try to go into the physical world and attract things. But you, I don't know how to say this. I don't want to discredit anything else in the world, in nature, anything, dog. But other things don't have what you have, bro. They can't retain like that. They can't consciously retain, dog. They do it naturally, maybe. They don't beat their meat. Animals don't beat their meat. I don't think so. But I'm saying, you as a human, you can you can savor that. So that's another reason why just to be grateful, bro. Like it's the small things that you just don't take. You don't be grateful for just because everything is just so instant now, bro. You gotta get yourself away from everything and become grateful in the moment for the smallest things, dog. I'm not trying to go on a rampage because that's why I keep on stopping at my sentences because I can go on this subject, and so I'm really trying to cut myself short. But don't worry about how I'm talking or how I look. Get the message. This is for your soul. It's not about how my speech is or anything. I'm not. This channel is not for me to get on here and so it's amazing. That's not what this is. This is one wise fool, right? I'm speaking from my soul to your soul. So, I just want you to know that the way I'm expressing myself is because I really care about you, family. I've been stopped. Let me tell you something. I've been stopped giving game to a lot of people, bro. I cut off everybody in my whole life. When I talked about losing attachments, I cut off everybody. I would have been done it sooner if I would have known better. It took me to 22 to understand it's really 21. Bro, when I turned 21, I turned 21 September last year. By December, I distanced myself away from everybody. This year, I seen everybody's true colors. Once I distanced myself, I was able to see my life, see my energy, look at everybody else's, and I said, dang, they was never serving me. They was only really kind of vamping off of me, honestly, dog. That was my energy the whole time. I can go on all day and day. I can go on all day, bro. I can go on all day, dog, about this. People vamping off your energy, all of this, dog. But I ain't gonna drag you out, bro. I just want you to know that if you practicing this journey, keep on going. Don't stop. You get a girl, keep going. If you relapse, keep going. Because at the end of the day, dog, it's just you, right? You're gonna get it. If you stay loyal to the mission, you gonna get the journey, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, are you just practicing this for benefits or what? Because if you are, go back to what I just said. Stop focusing on semen retention. Focus on becoming the man. Like, if you saying I want to hold my seed, that's cool, but transmute it. But it's like, don't focus just on that. I focused on that for years, almost 3 years. Focus on becoming the man. Don't focus on that Lamborghini. Don't focus on that car. Don't focus on none of that. Focus on becoming the man. And I promise you, it's gonna come. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna come. There, women, bro, all of that shit come, bro. It's gonna come as you become the man. Don't matter if you 7 foot, you fucking 8 foot. I'm 5'11" without shoes, dog. I'm 5'11" without shoes, feet flat. It doesn't make a difference. When I see other guys now, honestly, dog, I really don't see height. I don't see height. I never. Back then, I used to be like, dang, bro, this nigga's tall. No, bro, it's like not about that at all. Unless you're in the league, unless you're playing sports, unless you're trying to get something off of a shelf, then I guess. But that doesn't matter, bro. It's all about what's within you, bro. Everybody feels a certain way around you. They look at you, they might be like, but your respect comes from your authority. Your respect comes from your authority, man. I'm finna get up out of here. And we got these videos dropping almost every day. Every day that I can, saying, get this mic on and talk, big dog. One wise fool. I'm a fool. I'm wise, but I'm a fool. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna never be just wise. I ain't gonna just be a wise man. I'm always gonna be a wise fool, man. One wise fool.